Good morning, guys. It's another very pretty day here in Boulder, Colorado, and unfortunately it's our last day here. This was a very quick and short trip, and today we have to leave for our trip back to East Coast. I really wish we could stay longer, but unfortunately these are the time constraints we have to work with. But before we go, we want to show you one more really cool place that is here, and it used to be somewhere else. There's so many cool details in this place, like this wall behind us. It's got those amazing, well, no wonder this is the Boulder Museum of Contemporary Art, if I am deciphering this properly. I did decipher it correctly, but that's not the place I meant when I told you we want to show you a cool place. Contemporary art.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Boulder has a sister city program. At the heart of this sister city program is a thought that the more culture that we can interject into our society is more enriching for the culture that we have here. So the sister city program in Boulder has reached out to several different communities, one of them being Dushanbe, Tajikistan. So we invited the Prime Minister of Dushanbe to Boulder, and he was really so honored and delighted about being offered this relationship with the city of Boulder, with the city in the U.S., that when he went back home, he asked his artisans and architects if they could build a Persian tea house for us. So that's what they did. So really very beautiful. It took 40 artists, 2 years to hand carve and hand paint the ceiling, the pillars, the tiles outside. It's all mortar and tenon and tongue and groove, so no nails or screws in the ceiling. It all fits together. As you look at it, it's virtually seamless. So really an amazing for the craftsmanship and for the art. So very neat there.
So was it constructed over there and then moved here piece by piece?
Yeah, so they made it over here. They broke it down into 200 crates. They shipped it over here. The city of Boulder did not know it was coming, so it was a surprise when it arrived.
Really?
Yep, so it sat in a warehouse for 8 years as the city of Boulder had to raise some funds to put it up, and they opted to put it in downtown municipal Boulder here, and we've been here since May of '98. After we put this up and realized what a jewel Boulder had received, we decided, boy, we really need to make something for them. We made them, in the 90s, what was so popular were cyber cafes. So that's essentially what it was dubbed when it was made and sent over there to them. Essentially it was a technology building, computers, solar panels, that type of thing. Now it has seen, just recently in the last couple years, new management and new resurgence of kind of excitement and putting some more money into it. Now it's dubbed the Cultural Center, and it is a place again for some technology and computer access, but it's also to learn culture, very similar to kind of what we try to teach here with our menu, with the tea, things coming from all over the world. Yeah, they were. So the artist, the initial artist that did the Persian ganj, which is the sculpted plaster, he did that, and then he also did the abstract oil paintings. And it was really his idea to juxtapose the more modern oil painting with very ancient Persian art.
How long have you been here?
Oh, I've been here about 3.5, 4 years or so.
So you always lived in Boulder?
No, I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, we're from Maryland, actually.
Yeah.
David actually used to live in New Jersey.
Got it, yes.
He did look familiar to me.
Right.
Well, we're wedding photographers, so maybe you were at a wedding.
It's possible. It's possible.
Thank you again, Matt, for talking to us about the history and the special vibe of the tea house. We really appreciate it, and now our time in Boulder, Colorado, unfortunately is over. We have to get back to the East Coast. There's nothing else left to do but get our butts in the car and start driving. 1700 miles return trip. Yay! We were supposed to be on the way back home already, but just one more quick stop. This place around us is called Dorado Springs. We couldn't resist and just had to stop. Not even stop, we're just driving through. And this is so wild west-ish looking. You're driving on dirt, there's not even a paved road.
Isn't that a cool house?
Poor Blondie was driving for many hours. How many hours were you driving for? 4 hours?
I think it was a little longer than 4 hours.
And now we are in Kansas. We're experiencing a beautiful sunset in Kansas, and everything around us is flat again. There's like, you can't even see any elevation on the horizon. As far as you can see, it's all flat.
There's a slight hill.
There's a hill. Here, check it out. So basically we've been on the road for like forever, what it feels like at this point, and we didn't really get that far. Our next bigger stop is St. Louis, where we are going to see our dear friend Alicia for breakfast tomorrow morning. Until then, I think we're gonna have to keep driving. Basically, if we want to get there for breakfast, we're gonna have to keep driving. So fortunately we have our rogue bed set up here in the back of the truck, so this is actually very comfortable. Don't you think?
It's very comfortable.
So is this place completely unique? Only one in the world?
It is absolutely the only Persian tea house in the Western Hemisphere. As far as in the world, I would say yes, because everything's probably a little bit different. You're not going to find this cookie cutter ceiling exactly the same way somewhere else. It'd be very similar motifs, similar colors, similar patterns, but I doubt that it would be exact.